So you just want to start filling the containers with about halfway with honey. These are actually pretty deep. I got these at Dollar Tree, so they're totally worth it. The honey I got at Walmart, and it's 100% raw, unfiltered honey. So for $5, you know, it's a great deal. It actually tastes delicious too. I would recommend cooking with it. So you want to fill that about halfway, because we're going to add our solids, and we're going to be mixing that as we go to get a good consistency. So as you can see, we've got that about halfway. And then we're just going to gradually add in our brown sugar and Himalayan salt. You're going to want to take it out of the bag, because if you've ever worked with brown sugar before, it's actually pretty solid, unlike the white sugar that's bleached. And you're going to want to spill some. You're going to want to just break that up as best as you can. And because I'm holding my phone with one hand, I would suggest doing this with a spoon. I also forgot to mention, you know, it's brown sugar. You don't want ants coming around in the summer. Definitely put something down, because this is going to get a little messy. So take a spoonful of your sugar and just add that in. Don't mix it yet, because then your spoon is going to start to get really sticky. So I would actually recommend using something else, like a stirrer, or maybe a wood stir for something like this, because every time you dip it in the honey, it's going to get really sticky. So this is really mainly just to scoop your ingredients in and out. So I'm going to put 2 to 3 spoonfuls of the brown sugar, and then I'm going to add 1 spoonful of Himalayan salt, and at the very end, we're going to add some apple cider vinegar, because that's going to do the trick. And that's actually a new ingredient. I've actually never used apple cider vinegar in my face scrubs before, but this is the only thing that helps my skin type. I've used every kind of face wash. I've done everything there is. This is the only thing that has made my skin clear and stay clear. When I don't use this is when I start to break out. And the only reason I can think of that is because all these ingredients are very detoxifying. So you're using honey. Honey is antibacterial. What is acne? Acne is bacteria on the surface of your skin. The salt is going to be drawing out any impurities out of your skin. The apple cider vinegar is going to be tightening the skin, and it's going to be healing the skin at the same time. So, and the brown sugar is very gentle, despite what people say. It's going to get in there and scrub away all the dirt and grime out of your pores. So there's scoop number 2. So we're just going to add that in. And that's what we have, our towel. And that is just really cool. And I am really excited that I found this and thought about using this ingredient. I think that's just going to take this recipe up a notch. Okay. Next, we're going to add just a tiny, tiny capful. Probably not even a full capful, but maybe a half capful of the apple cider vinegar. Because vinegar, of course, is very, very strong. And I don't want to just overdo it, because this is a new ingredient that I'm adding. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, so I'm just going to add that in. Whoop. Ta-da! There goes all that. And then the very last ingredient that I'm going to do is, which I pre-cut earlier, was lemon, because lemon is alkaline and it's going to help balance the pH of your skin. It's also, of course, great to drink some hot lemon water every morning when you wake up, which I'm starting to try and do that, but you know, life. So just going to squeeze some of that in there. And that's why I say we might end up adding more sugar or more salt, because as you tend to add some more of those liquids, it starts to dissolve, and we want a certain consistency that we're looking for. So I'm going to get a second spoon, and we're going to stir this up right now. So, or not. I'm just going to use the one I have. Whoop. This is really hard to do holding my phone in the hand. So we're definitely going to add some more salt and some more sugar, because as of right now, it's just a little bit too moist. But we're starting to get there, and that's what this is about, is just getting that right consistency. and I'm spilling all over the place because I'm using one hand. So let me put the phone down for a second. I'm going to mix this up a little bit better and clean up my area. And then we're going to add just a little bit more sugar and salt till we get that right consistency. So that's kind of like what you're more looking for. You want the salt and the sugar to start clumping up as you turn it. You don't want it to be too liquidy. So we're just going to keep adding both ingredients, both the salt and the sugar, until they get to that right consistency where it's a bit more granulated and less liquid. It's so pretty. I love this. And now our container is getting just a little bit full. So maybe you could take one of your other containers that you haven't used and pour some of that excess into there. Here we go. Like I said, you're definitely going to want to put a towel down because this is a messy little project. Probably not as messy if you're using one hand, but like I said, I don't have a tripod, so. And at the end, you can always wipe off the edges of your containers with some rubbing alcohol to keep the stickiness away. I forgot to mention, look at this. I got these really cool stickers from Dollar Tree that I'm going to put on these because I actually got, where'd it go? This, and of course it's for cooking, but you know, we're going to use it for something else. I got this one for myself, so I'm gonna make a mixture of this and I'm gonna put it in here so that I can like easily like squirt it out every morning. And these I might just be selling to whoever wants to buy them, so make sure you don't get any seeds in there too, because a lot of people want natural products and it's better for, like I said, people with certain skin types, skin allergies, to just go more natural. And for me, it's the only thing that works. And I'm tired of wasting money on certain products that are just not going to work because skincare can get expensive, very expensive. Ooh, salty. Again, if you start to overflow, don't be afraid just to pour some of that excess into your other container, because you can always do a little more. So maybe don't fill it halfway, maybe just a little bit less, because as you start to add your solids in, the honey will tend to rise, especially when you add the lemon and the apple cider, which I said is a new ingredient for me, so it's a bit of a different consistency than I'm used to. And that's looking a lot better, so that's kind of what you're looking for. You want to get that granulated mix, because when you're going to be using this, it's going to be definitely like in the shower with water. You don't want it to be too much honey, because then it's just going to stick right to you and be all gross. You want that sugar and that salt to scrub off all the dead skin, and that is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that nice, thick, see how it's much thicker, granulated texture. That's looking good. So, kind of skimped on the brown sugar a little bit, so let me add a little bit more of that. If it wants to come out the box, but that's why I said you need a spoon, because it's pretty thick. Okay, so this is absolutely finished now, and I'm going to show you the difference in consistency now. it is much thicker, and you can see the salt and the sugar in there. This came out perfect, and I cannot wait to try it. And I bet my skin will show. So I'm really embarrassed to do it because I don't want to show you what my skin looks like right now because it looks like absolute hell. But for the sake of the cider and the honey and all these ingredients that I just dished out on, I'm going to show you how it changes my skin. So we're going to do a before and after pic, and then 7 days of using this, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to make the rest of these, put my little butterfly stickers on them, and get ready to take a shower and start using this. And you can use this on your body, I just, like a regular body wash, don't go too happy with it, but, anywhere where you might have ingrown hairs or, acne. I really just have it on my face, but it works as a great body polish. So, yeah, there you go. That's how to make my honey face mask. And I'm thinking about selling these. I just really don't know how to ship these because, I feel like I need some sort of like laminate or plastic label that can go in between the lid and this part. So if I could figure out something that can cover that, if not, I have the lid where, I could just pop that on like this. Boop. And it's ready to go. So I'm really worried about shipping something like this in the mail and with heat and it getting all over the place. So yeah, so let's choose maybe one of our stickers. Let's do the yellow one, because I actually saw one of these butterflies the other day and it was so cute and pretty. I saw like 3 different butterflies the other day. It's really cute. I actually thought these were 2 stickers, but it's like more like a 3D sticker that moves. So that's so cute. So I hope you liked the video. Try it out if you've tried to use like every product you could possibly use and you're at your wit's end and you want your skin to just be a little bit nicer for summer. Like I said, looking back at my old photos, I was like, what was I doing? And it's like, oh yeah, I used to do this. So I'm gonna make a couple of these, wrap up what I'm doing, and then I actually might make some bath bombs because I got some cool dried flowers that I've been saving for a while. And I've been wanting to make bath bombs for like ever, but I've never got around to it. And like I said, Dollar Tree is your savior when it comes to like little plastic containers and things like this. So I'm going to put them in these like little cubes, and I'm going to do that in the next video. So I hope you like. Thanks. Bye.